Hey, what is up guys? Jody here. Welcome back to Genshin Impact. Today we will be doing a Genshin Impact guide video. As for the gameplay videos, I will not be showing any of those as of now because I'm waiting for the Dragon Spine update coming December 23rd. So look out for that. I will be doing the story quests here and the other mechanics on stream. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So starting off, I will be going on what to do in Genshin Impact if you're new or if you're already like AR 25, 35, or 40 and above. I mean 40 because right now I'm sitting at AR 45. Now if you're starting out at Genshin Impact, you want to do as much stuff possible to like ease your adventures in the world of Tevat. So for beginners, I suggest that you go around the whole map when you're already able to unlock all the domains, all the teleporters, and statues of the seven. In that way, you can easily travel Mondstadt, Tevat, and the world of Tevat easily. That's what I usually do when I lock a new part of the map. That's what happened when I went to Leeway because I was bored and like I needed to like raise my adventure rank for the story to progress. While unlocking waypoints and such, you get to unlock some chests here and there. So make sure to do that when you're starting out in Genshin Impact. Now moving on to AR25 and the Ascension to AR25. So what I did when I stopped at AR25 was just I stayed there grinding and grinding, doing daily commissions. Even though like I had the story stuck, I still had some side quests to do. I was still gathering all the Anemoculus and the Geoculus to do the quest at Quiju Slope. So I was still doing that. Then one day I thought to myself like I can one shot these guys easy because I already had somewhat good weapons for like AR25 mid game stuff because I had the White Tassel Refinement 5 and whatnot. Shangling was my main DPS at that time, by the way, and still is now. I ascend past AR25 and go into AR33 straight, right out of the box because I had experience stacking up on me. However, my characters were already adequate for ascending past that point. Like, my main team was like already level 40, and you cannot pass level 40 until you do the Ascension quests. So, like, I got bored, I ascended my adventure rank, then went on to do more, like, AR35 stuff. Now, for AR35, you basically just do more quests, do more commissions, gather up your artifacts, which, by the way, side note, never waste your artifacts. Like, do not upgrade your blue artifacts to, like, max stats. Because you're gonna want to save those up for like gold or like even purple artifacts if you're like in need. At AR45, there's just not much to do at this point. That's why I'm always waiting for like expansions and stuff because that's what's gonna change the game. Like for example, the Dragon Spine, they're gonna introduce a new artifact set that focuses damage for cryo characters. So I'm waiting for that. Right now, I'm just focusing on leveling up my pyro characters. Shangling's at 80. I'm trying to catch Shinyan up, however, I am out of Hero's Wit. And this is also one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to waste Hero's Wit for nothing. Because I might have, I might have leveled some characters up, which I wasn't sure if I was gonna use anyway. That's why my Chongyun, like people say Chongyun is good. As for me, like if the damage is gonna be converted into cryo damage, that is not helpful for my team. I have Keqing and I have Shangling, which is I don't know how that's gonna work. So I avoided using Chongyun and instead I'm waiting for Chi-Chi or Ayaka because I'm missing one more healer. Although Barbara is a good healer and also Bennett, I want a cryo character to do that. So now moving on to ascending past AR35. For AR35, there are people who like say that for AR35, if you're gonna ascend past that point, you're gonna at least want some level, something like this characters. My recommendation is like AR level 50, level 60, as far as I can remember. Then for AR 40 and above, you're gonna want to have like level 70 or 60 characters, because once you ascend past AR 40, the enemies are gonna be like 60 and above. Their levels are just gonna be 60 and above, and unless your level is like near that or above that, you're not gonna do as much damage to them as you would want. So they're gonna have that additional resistance. That's why if, like, for example, you fight like monsters above your level, their level shows as red because they're gonna have more defense than you, more hit than you. Like, I tried once using Chongyun just for his E, just to experiment with it. I just cast his E, quickly swap him out, but he dies instantly. I don't know what happened there. So make sure if you're gonna ascend past like adventure rank 35 or adventure rank 40, you need to like max out your characters to the max level. If you're gonna stick with that team, of course, if you're gonna stick with those characters. Like example for me, I mean Xiangling and Keqing. I stuck to them being the most strongest. Although I still lack Hero's Wit for Keqing, I will be catching her up. The same goes for Ningguang, Barbara, Sucrose. However, I still stick them to 60 just because I don't waste any more precious materials, because I wasted a lot of artifacts when, you know, I still don't know what how to like manage the artifacts, because when I got purples and like Gladiator's Finale, I was excited, you know, I was excited that I had new artifacts to play with. However, that's not the case. You still need artifacts that are like perfectly suited for your characters, because those are the artifacts you use on your characters is what makes or breaks them. So yeah, just look out for that. Okay, I'm gonna pull up my artifact list. Okay, so let's say for example you have a couple of gold. Like, it looks good, right? Like it's all gold. But notice like I have a few gold here that's at zero enhancement or refinement, because the artifacts that I got is not suited to my needs, you know. Like, this actually this one sucks. I rushed this one, but you know, it has attack percentage and elemental mastery. However, that's not what I would want for Xiangling. I would want like attack percentage, crit damage, crit rate. Let's look for one right now. Actually, this one can go to Xiangling. This one is okay for Xiangling because at least it has crit damage. However, it's not the best substats. It's not the best substats that you would want. One of the key factors of like golden artifacts is like the main stat, and the goblet is a perfect example of that. So right here, I got a wanderer's string kettle. It's a goblet for the wanderer's troop set. It does attack 26.8% additional attack. So yeah, however, if I go to Kaching's wanderer's string kettle over here, it has electro damage bonus, plus it has crit damage percentage and elemental mastery, which is good for Kaching because she attacks with elemental reactions or with electro. Basically, she's like Diluc. And also over here, I just got this one recently. It does pyro damage bonus with attack and elemental mastery and energy recharge. So I'm thinking this would be great for either Bennett or Xinyan, because Xiangling is more of like a DPS, like pure DPS type. Goba is just there to assist her, unless you want to like focus on elemental mastery and pyro damage bonus. You can go for that. However, Xiangling is not that kind of character to build. She's more of like a pokey, stabby type of DPS. So yeah, make sure you save up your artifacts for the late game, because as of right now, I'm not doing great with artifacts and Hero's Wit, because I just was just rushing leveling up Xinyan and Keqing and other characters for the Dragon Spine update. So save your artifacts for that. As for Resin, you need to know what days you're just gonna farm for domains, what days you're gonna farm Ascension materials like the Agent Sacrificial Knife, or what days are you gonna make condensed resin, so that, you know, you have like a chance to have like double the domain loot, because a lot of people underestimate the power of condensed resin. There are times that you would like go to a domain and try farming a certain artifact or certain ascension material. For me, I have good experience with condensed resin. Like, for example, I would try to farm this specific for example, if I were to farm this specific ascension material, which I actually need, I would do the level 80. Yeah, I would do the level 81. Then it has a chance to drop this gold one. So if I were to use like condensed resin, it might drop maybe one gold, but you know, so make sure you always have condensed resin on hand. I might, you know, I need this. However, I might do condensed resin maybe today or tomorrow. I'm not sure because I don't need this, the shackles. And also for elemental artifacts, I don't know because actually the Noblesse Oblige, Bloodstained Chivalry, Gladiators Finale, and Wondrous Troop is already a good artifact set, to be honest. However, these are good if like your characters are very skill intensive or elemental burst intensive. Just like maybe, you know, Ningguang, I would put like Archaic Petra on her. And maybe something like Bloodstained Chivalry or Gladiators Finale. But I don't know. I still don't know how to build Ningguang because some people are arguing on what to build on her. But she's just a rocket launcher, dude. So, you know. So make sure to always know how to balance your resin. Like, what am I going to farm for today? If you're going to do ley line outcrops, if you're gonna do domains or boss hunting. So yeah, make sure you do something about that. This is actually not a pro tip. It's just common sense that you would want to like farm artifacts at AR 40 and above, because actually right now you can max. Some people have already maxed out their characters and their adventure ranks, and it's insane because the amount of time and resources that those take is a very long time. I don't know how other people do it. Maybe because if they pay for it, you get a lot of stuff from the battle pass for only like 500 pesos here in the Philippines. For only like 500 pesos, you get a lot out of the battle pass than you would normally would. And also, oh by the way, when it comes to wishing, I suggest that you wish on one banner because, for example, let's go here. I don't have any Primogems. That's fine. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Okay, so for example, here in the Wanderlust Invocation, which is the permanent banner, these are the characters and the weapons I can get. The 5 stars I can get from wishing in this banner. Okay? So we have Mona, Dilo, Chi-Chi, and Jean. But if I go to the event banner, they can also drop said 5 stars without the chance for without the chance of dropping a 5-star weapon. So actually right now I'm just chasing for Chi-Chi or maybe a Mona. I would love Chi-Chi if like they would drop me a Chi-Chi. However, this does not give you the chance to drop a 5-star weapon, which I actually was really disappointed about when I was counting my polls, right? I was like, this should be already 90 on the permanent banner. Like, I was counting it. This is near 90. They should already give me a pity pool. And they did give me a pity pool. It was a 5-star. I was super excited. However, they gave me the Amos bow right there. So yeah, I suggest just wishing on the event banner. Plus, if there are, you know, like new characters that you got, like for example, I got Shinyan, I could just keep rolling on the event banner so that I have a chance of having a like higher constellation character rather than just Constellation 0. So yeah, so just wish on the event banner because it's easier to get characters there. However, if you want a like 5-star weapon, go ahead, wish on the permanent banner if you wish to do so. That's up to you. I don't have any Primogems. I would have liked to have wished by now, you know? Okay, so that about covers it all up. We're doing a review. AR 25 below, unlock all the teleporters, statues of the 7 and domains, collect all the Animoculus and Geoculus. At AR 35, start gathering up artifacts and stuff. And at AR 40 and above, you want to start farming for good artifacts and always be mindful of what main and substats those artifacts give you. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video if you've learned anything new. Comment down below if you have any more questions and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more Genshin Impact related content. That's about it for me for now. I'll see you again next time. Peace.